All right, welcome to game number 3 in this series between Still and Juan. And Still having a 2-0 lead over Juan. It seems like an unsurmountable hill to try and get back if this is a best of 5 series, or the Chinese website uploaded the games in the incorrect order and this is a best of 3 series. So we'll see what's going to be happening here. So far, Juan spawning as the gray undead player here at what I'll call the 5 o'clock position. Meanwhile, a hop, skip, and a jump across this turtle rock, we see the blue orc still spawning at the 9 o'clock position. Turtle Rock, one of those maps that feels big and small all at the same time just because of the way the map is situated. Now, if you look at the mini-map, it actually looks like a little bit like a turtle. I don't know which way is the head and which way is the tail, but here are the little legs, here's a giant shell, there's a head or a tail, and vice versa down over here. So if you guys did not know, that is why the map is named Turtle Rock. But then again, I'm sure that you smart ladies and gentlemen out there are did in fact know. All right, and I'm sorry, it's not ladies and gentlemen, it's probably lady and gentlemen who is watching this WarCraft 3. Coming back around, we are looking at an Acolyte making its way across the map here. It did not do a scout out of this position, so it's going to actually do a full cross spawn further. This one Acolyte is going to make its way across the map. It is going to spot this peon off over here, and very interesting that the peon was the one that gave the Acolyte a little bit of a love tap, even though I don't quite understand how an Acolyte has more damage than a peon. I mean, the peon has an axe, right? He's got an axe. I don't know if your peons have a pickaxe and you deal less damage than an Acolyte slapping you, then that's pretty sad. Blade Master now coming back around. We are going to see this Blade Master perhaps try and clear out this creep camp here, picking up the very, very strong item. But the Death Knight now may make a play over here with a Death Coil. Blade Master decides not to, and there's a little bit of an engagement, and there's that wind walk maybe coming to an end. That was actually a little bit of like play and counterplay between these two players, as Still wasted 75 mana for a Dust of Appearance charge. So far around, we are looking at a little bit of experience on that Blade Master. Not quite sure how he got it. 25 experience most likely means an Acolyte was taken down by a Grunt, as this Blade Master now heads off to the other side. Yep, poor Acolyte down over here. The bloody bones being left behind. All right, Blade Master now heads off to the north here, and instead gonna go after this Ogre Magi. You can see that this Ogre Magi is taking a lot of damage. This Blade Master, having double circlets of nobility, should be able to clear this out pretty quickly. And the Ogre Magi, if he had in fact just bloodlusted himself, would have dealt a lot more damage. And the Blade Master down to 54 hit points now with a Ring of Regeneration, and he will not be selling that right now, as that Ring of Regeneration will help him out tremendously. Down over here, the Death Knight sitting at level 1 has not even really begun creeping, as he now is creeping out with ghouls. So this is a different strategy than what we saw earlier. Yes, he did start creeping out or getting that Death Knight out a little bit earlier. That's why he doesn't have those standard crit fiends as of yet. You can see that the Death Knight did pick up a Ring of Protection +2. Not necessarily the best item for him, as we still see that the Ogre Magi is still in position. Blade Master regenerating lots and lots of hit points, also with a healing salve. So that is just tremendous news for a Blade Master who does take a lot of damage. +4 to every single stat because of the dual circlets of nobility, and just really strong items overall. Circlets of Nobility, one of those underrated items. It is an item that gives you +6 stats, equivalent to, say, a Robe of Magi, +6 boots or +6 not gauntlets of worker strength, belt of giant strength, or yes, you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, the troll warlord is going to get taken down here. The blade master still absorbing a lot of damage and doing quite nicely, and also picking up a Sobi mask. So the Sobi mask may be given either to the Tauren chieftain or the shadow hunter as that second hero. Tome of knowledge also being left behind as well, so that blade master is going to be tremendously strong, as we see that the grunt is now going up against the ogre warrior down over here. Meanwhile, the death knight was trying to do a little bit of pressure tactics, not gonna work, and I am still surprised to see how sparse this base currently is. So far, the blade master now makes its way over. Grunts now making their way off to the north. Blade master is sitting at 400 hit points and growing, as the blade master is looking to really try and counteract this death knight. But I can already say in the previous games still was behind and then was able to get back into the game. But in this particular matchup still has taken a very, very strong lead early on, and it looks like that lead is just going to continue to grow as we see a Rune of the Watcher. And now, can he pick up the Rune of the Watchers? The item is actually currently being blocked. It picks up the item, picks up a Claws of Attack +9. Wow, that blade master is now very, very deadly. It doesn't even need healing wave all that much. You can see him. Did he? Okay. What is he doing? Oh, he sold a circlet. No, he dropped a circlet of nobility. What is he doing? Give the Sobi mask to the Tauren chieftain. Come on. Oh, healing salve there. Oh, no. Blade master still wants an item, as the Tauren chieftain is now on the move. We are now going into a very, very fast tier 3. You can see that the Lich has not even been trained yet. The Death Knight's still at level 1. And I gotta say, Juan, you are very, very far behind. I cannot imagine you getting back into this game right now, as you are currently down in hero levels 3 to 2. And also the Tauren chieftain is already out on the field while you just started training your Lich. The Blade Master will be able to cause a lot of harassment, especially with that Claws of Attack +9 that he had picked up moments ago. You can see how much damage the Slaughterhouse is taking. It is going to be done around 600 hit points, and right as it's done there, so the Slaughterhouse may need to be repaired, as the Acolytes now trying to move away. All right, there is a Nerubian Tower. There is a heal quickly, as the Blade Master may be forced to try and run away. Is it going to get surrounded? Yes, it is. There's the Windwalk to let him move past all of those units. How a Blade Master is able to defy the laws of physics, I do not know. But then again, he moves like the wind. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 2, gonna pick up a Sobi mask for himself. And the Tauren Chieftain can now go stompy happy, as he's going to have a large amount of mana. This is rather unheard of at this point. The Tauren Chieftain and the Blade Master, both of them with Sobi Mask, not having any mana problems whatsoever. We are looking at, a little bit of a steal right there. The Gargantuan Sea Turtle is there as well. No Dust of Appearance on the Death Knight. And this could be a very, very bad steal indeed. There is the steal, picks up the Scroll of Beasts. And as the Blade Master doesn't get any extra experience, the Death Knight, however, does get the experience and is now on his way to level 3. As the Tauren Chieftain still stomping around, give him a Clarity Potion, and this upcoming fight may just be a massive stun lock for quite a bit of time. Level 3 on the Tauren Chieftain. He is going to be trying to take down this Gargantuan Sea Turtle off over here. Blade Master, he could even give the Ring of Regeneration to the Tauren Chieftain, since the Tauren Chieftain is so low on hit points right now, as we are looking at the Tauren Chieftain just wandering around in the back. Endurance Aura, sitting at level 1. All right, Ring of Regeneration was transferred, I believe. Yes, Ring of Regeneration was transferred. He did not pick up a second Ring of Regeneration. That would be absolutely crazy at this point, as the Ogre Lord does fall. Crystal Ball being left behind, so I guess that is fairly useful against a Blade Master, but the cooldown is rather long. Death Knight will get to level 3 here if it is not stolen. And is it going to get stolen? No, it is not. All right, Obsidian Statue already taken 150 hit points worth of damage, and now trying to finish off. Oh, it is going to go into the air, and the Blade Master does not have an Orb of Lightning yet, allowing the Destroyer to get away. Oh, wait, no, it does have an Orb of Lightning, but was unable to finish it off as there was a Death Coil on it. All right, Frost Nova quickly trying to take down one of the units. There is a Devour Magic as the Destroyer quickly loses everything. There's a quick Roar as well. Both sides fighting this through. Grunts are falling, but the Tauren Chieftain is that one-man stompy army that I had mentioned moments ago. All right, the Raider down to 20 hit points does get taken down with a long-distance Crypt Fiend shot, as there's a good Death Coil saving another unit there. However, this Crypt Fiend not going to be so lucky. Going to get taken out, as well as the Blade Master going to take down another Crypt Fiend very easily. The Death Knight, for some reason, not keeping track of his Crypt Fiends, not getting Frost Armor on them, and now the Blade Master is currently just running amok. Still in the lead at this point. Level 3 Tauren Chieftain, level 3 Blade Master versus a level 3, level 2. Lich needs to find a way to keep his armies alive, but because of a missed timing on perhaps some Frost Armor, still sitting at 43 supply compared to 39. Hero levels definitely in favor of Still, and army supply definitely in favor of Still. All right, where are we going to be going next? The Destroyers jumping into the air again. Blade Master not really doing very much of anything, as we are now looking for what should be the upcoming fight here. Lich sitting at level 2. There's an ensnare on the Lich. Raider taking an additional 22% damage already, as the Blade Master now looks to come in here. All right, are we going to get some shots in? No, we are not, as all those units are now looking to back off again. All right. Death Knight still sitting at level 3. We can see that a Dark Ranger has been picked up. And oh, there goes a Crypt Fiend again. Yes, it is going to get Death Coiled and Frost Armored. Now the Obsidian Statue taking a little bit too much damage. Is it going to be able to escape out of there? There is, oh, it goes into Destroyer form and gets healed just in the nick of time, as the Destroyer still gets taken down by the Blade Master. Blade Master going to be able to finish off this here, and this is just not looking good at all. Still going to take this game, I believe, as the Blade Master is sitting at 4, Tauren Chieftain almost at 4, and with the Raiders, we're going to see them creep out this red creep camp here, and also get the Rune of Healing afterwards. So some aggressive creeping and just very good map awareness has been giving Juan a very, very hard time. It doesn't feel like Juan knows how to deal with this particular style of Undead. I don't know why the TED version of Undead has not been popular since last year after he won World Cyber Games. Tauren Chieftain still coming back against the Ogre Magi and the Ogre Warrior. There's a Crystal Ball now being used there, as the Rune of Healing most likely will get used after this creep camp is done. And still, this is looking pretty good for the Orc player. Are we going to get the Rune of Healing? Yes, so there we go. Going to finish off the rest of the units here, as the Tauren Chieftain is almost up to level 4. All right, I thought we saw something. Yes, the Blade Master being a Blade Master, running around, plus 14 damage. And what item? Oh, great Hall now being constructed. Sobi Mask on that Tauren Chieftain. He's going to have maximum mana up in just a moment. Meanwhile, he can get into here, stomp, and then pretty much let the entire army finish off the job here if he wanted to. He sells an item, and there you go. Is he going to stomp? He has near maximum mana. Not quite sure why he didn't, as we see an ensnare now go down onto the Grunt. All right, finishing off this creep camp here. Tauren Chieftain getting up to 4, getting closer and closer to 5, and I believe the Circlet of the Ring of Regeneration was finally sold at some point, since it is worth, in fact, 200 gold. That one time, which is almost the cost of a Scroll of Healing, which that burst heal is often more effective than that heal over time, just because it can heal so many units at the same time. So far, Tauren Chieftain wanting to get to level 5, very, very just adamant goal for a Tauren Chieftain, as his stomp will become nearly unstoppable at that point, dealing so much damage and stunning for so long that the units can just... the rest of the Orc army can just sit there and attack freely. And the Tauren Chieftain also beefy enough to not have any problems. There's a Speed Scroll as a potion of invulnerability now left behind for that Tauren Chieftain. All right, double expansion still sitting at 61 over 70. An expansion off over here. And this is going to be an absolute bloodbath in the coming moments. 59 over 60. compared to 61 over 70. Still, that means that he has a smaller army at this point, but has a larger income, which should mean better items. All right, what item was that there? That is a full potion of invulnerability. Dark Ranger quickly getting ensnared there. Is it going to get frost armored? Yes, it is. With that 8 armor, there's the death coil, but it is not going to be able to break free. There's a scroll of healing used across multiple units there, and you can see just the sheer amount of damage coming across. All right, Blade Master now going after the Lich. The Lich getting healed again, but there is a stomp. And there goes the Lich. There is the well-played level 5 Tauren Chieftain, absolutely destroying the rest of that Undead army. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed this best of 5 series. Still taking out Juan 3-0.